gorgeous? Does that funk have you feeling stuck? Have you questioning your purpose, or even yet having you asking if your best years are behind you? Girl, you have zero obligation to stay in that funk. This podcast is for women who want to get the funk out of here, who want to play bigger, ask for more, and step out of mediocrity. Imagine a life filled with lots of energy, excitement, and filled with funk instead of that funk. This is the Unfunk Your Mind podcast. I'm your host, Crystal. Let's go!
Hey, girlfriend. I'm so glad to be here with you again. Today, I'm ready to jump in the ring with you and punch your funk right where it hurts. Don't protect it. Don't fight for it. You have to start punching too. You are not its mom. You can indeed tell it to hit the road. It only took up residency because you left a door crack. You forgot to shut a door all the way. But guess what? You're not obligated to house it. Unless it's paying your rent, girl, you have to evict that funk. It is squatting on you, and it's time to take some action. It's getting in the way of you living the life you want. Now, here's the thing. Funks don't like it when you start making intentional choices. Funks just want you to pass time. They want you just to pass time without using your mind. So not only can you start making intentional choices, but you can also start what I like to call savoring your choices, relishing them. Some research suggests average adults make up to 35,000 choices a day. That's hard to believe, right? This is great news, though. So many of you believe you don't make any choices and that your days are already mapped out with room or little room in there to insert your own personal choice. This research suggests that you do indeed make choices. Time to start catching a few of them to make sure they are in alignment with your priorities and that they are serving you in some way. When they are, savor those choices. Savoring your choices requires you to recognize the choice and then cherishing the moments that follow. By cherishing those choices, you amplify the positive impact of that choice. This simple act of savoring your choices gives your brain permission to find other choices that you have made that have impacted you or just have served you in some way. Just the other day, I actually made the choice to take my girls to grab some ice cream instead of hitting the gym. Savoring that choice and cherishing that moment that followed changed everything. Instead of FOMO, fear of missing out, it changed to JOMO, the joy of missing out. There was so much joy in that moment, you didn't even care if you were missing out. I think about Mark Zuckerberg, creator of Facebook. He shared in an interview that he did turn down lots of parties and instead made choices to work on Facebook in his college dorm room. My guess is that he has, too, experienced the joy of missing out. Whether it's ice cream or Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, the savoring of your choice, it can be big or small. Now make sure that you don't let your brain get lazy and only emphasize those choices that didn't produce the outcome you wanted. In some cases, it is trying to protect you, but in most cases, that is its lazy mode. Challenge your brain, challenge your mind to find those intentional choices that are paving the way towards the life you say you want. You know what else you can use to combat your funk? Use your 5 senses in your experiences. Using those 5 senses creates engagement and heightens your experience. By allowing sight, smell, taste, hear, and touch, it will help you become fully present in the moment. By kicking in your 5 senses, or even just some of them, you are becoming an active participant. You are becoming more alert instead of that person just going through the motions. This is why I love Christmas time, for this very reason. And for some of you, it's just the holidays in general. But Christmas, the lights captivate me. The smell of the Christmas cookies. Oh, we always make cookies. And don't give me too much credit here for this. They are just the takeout of the packaged kind and pop them in the oven. Nonetheless, they still have a yummy smell. Then all the holiday music in the stores just brings a little cheer and alters the usual vibe of the store. And I can't leave out the taste of Christmas dinner and the hugs or the little touches of our little ones. Your 5 senses are a powerful tool to get present and punch your funk in the face, girl. Another way to go after the funk is to finish the conversation. Finish the conversation with yourself, or even if you're speaking with a loved one or a friend, I gotta go is a common phrase we use a lot. Funks like to interrupt. They are great at interrupting all good and needed conversation. Just the other day, I was chatting on the phone with my mom and another call came in. I didn't recognize the number and I told her I had to go because it might be the girl's school calling. I haven't programmed the school's number on my phone yet. It wasn't the school and I felt so bad, I called her back. But the good conversation had died. And I was so sad that we really didn't get to finish the conversation. Have you also noticed that when you actually take time for yourself and start getting to know yourself again or asking yourself deeper questions, that you abandon the moment when it starts getting good? For instance, when you're getting still and asking, what is it that you want for your future? When you ask, why do I want that? You grab the easy answers or the obvious responses. Like, because I'm doing it for my children. Or if you don't have kids, it might look or sound something like this. I am doing it for a more comfortable life or for my security in retirement. In either case, you stop there without going deeper and getting curious why you chose those things. You were satisfied with the first answer and moved on to the next thing. You didn't finish that conversation with yourself, just like I didn't finish that conversation with my mom. Why are we so intent on doing it for your kids? What will it do for them? What does it do for you? Take yourself on a date. Yes, date yourself and get real with yourself. When you're in self-discovery mode, challenge that first answer that comes up. Make sure you feel like you have finished the conversation. And the way you tell is that you have a little spark of clarity when you're done. The next thing that funk will not like is your focus on your health. And it can be a small step. I love the idea of a 20-minute walk every day or just get outside. Another way to impact your health is to fill up with water. Drink more water. It is estimated that 75% of people are dehydrated. And according to Dr. Kendra Frazier, a senior medical director, said this is the #1 cause of midday fatigue. She also said that you have more energy when you drink water throughout the day. It also helps with concentration and short-term memory. Just a change in your water intake could impact that funk, girl. Imagine a shifted energy. By having more energy midday, perhaps you could just free up some space to make an intentional choice that you could savor and relish in. Now we're talking. Couple the water with the walking, and that funk is sure to get rattled. It's time to bring more joy to your journey. Add a little pep in your step. Sprinkle a little spunk on your funk. Turn these little punches into habits. By turning these habits, you spice up your daily routine. It will add a little more flavor and encourage your brain to get off autopilot and work a little. You have a few different punches. 1, savor your choices. And know that there are JOMO moments, the joy of missing out. Punch number 2, activate those 5 senses. Punch number 3, finish conversations and don't be pacified with surface level answers. And punch number 4, take a small step toward a health improvement. As kids start to go back to school, perhaps it's not only time for you to slow down as you drive through the neighborhood or the school zone, but also time for you to slow down and lay down your hustle. You're busy. It's time to address your funk and start punching back. And know that I am on the ringside cheering for you, and it's time to evict that funk. It's no longer allowed to take up residence in your world. Okay, girl, you got this. Let's go. This podcast is meant for educational, inspirational, and motivational purposes only. It is not meant to replace medical or professional help. Before you go, Superwoman, I'd love it if you took a little action for me. Like, subscribe to my podcast and leave a review. Also, share the episode with a friend. And as a thank you, hit up my website to crystalsumner.com, thecrystalsumner.com, to grab free journal prompts. Okay, ladies, now is the time to go on Funk Your Mind, play bigger, and ask for more. Open the door to possibility and cancel playing small. So get up and go.